There, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the month of August 2016. This month, I'm still doing a collaboration with Marie Moore, so if you haven't had a chance to check her out, definitely do so in the description below. Marie is awesome. I've been watching her for years, and she does tarot and astrology. We're doing this collaboration to help each other grow and also spread the word about like more psychics and stuff on YouTube, so definitely check her out. I also did the extended readings for the month, so if you'd like to get the extended reading where I go into more detail for the month, just click the link right here somewhere in the video for those. But having said all that, let's just get right into your reading. As you know, I don't like to babble too long in front of videos, but let's see what's going on for you this month. Looks very interesting. Definitely some choices to be made, so let's look into what's going on there. But, yes. You start off with the Lover's card. Great card. Can definitely represent love coming in. You end with the Four of Hearts. So you have two really good love cards this month, I would have to say. The Lovers is also a card of having to make a choice. You know, it's funny because most of the time I read the Lovers, I don't read it as love. I just read it as having a choice to make and needing to pick between possibly two things. It could be love, it could be, but it could also be something else, like jobs or something like that, and needing to make a decision. But you know what the great thing about this card when it comes up upright is it says that you are making a decision, that you are going to make some sort of decision, come to some sort of conclusion. I feel like for a lot of you, this will have to do with like work and or your business. I think that maybe there's been some confusion about like what you want to do and all this other stuff, but I think now you are finally making a decision here, which is a good thing. Excuse me. So I like to see that for you, and like I said, good card. Next, you have the Jack of Spades. Jack of Spades, be careful of anything, you know, that, I would say this month, especially, just the message I'm getting off the card is to be careful of anything that just seems too good to be true. Definitely, I usually read this card as something that's too good to be true, but for you, it seems like there's specifically a situation where it's like you're working towards something, and maybe it's happening a little slow for you this month. And I think there will be maybe some temptations, maybe some little universal tests coming in for you, you know, that could maybe seem like it's going to speed the process up. But I think this card is a card of, you know, don't trick yourself. Don't allow something to come in or somebody to come in and say, hey, I can make this happen for you much faster, but you have to, you know, you have to do this or that, or you have to give me a bunch of money or whatever. Just be careful of all those situations and really look into them, because this is a card of having that temptation. And it's kind of like one of those things, it's like a temptation sometimes I feel to rush things. And some, you know, I read this card differently every time I read it. I read it based off of how I'm feeling, so, you know, I think there could be that temptation to try to speed things up, but I would say just take your time, definitely be patient. You have two fours showing up here, which is, they're cards of patience, and, again, don't get too greedy in any one thing this month, I would say, like, you know, that goes for love, business, work, all these things. I think there could be that temptation, but don't allow it to happen. Next, you have the Four of Spades. It's actually a good card. It's a card of building comfort in your life, building more comfort. So it says that you're looking at maybe possible different ways to make yourself more comfortable, to have a more comfortable life and more security, and and also to be able to feel more secure as well. And looking at again at different ways of doing that. For all of you, that's going to be different. For some of you, that means more money. For some of you, that means more love. Maybe some of you means both. But again, this is a card of actually doing it. So I really like this card for building comfort. It's also a card of recovery. So any of you who have been injured or maybe sick or anything like that, this can represent recovering and getting better. So I really like to see that for you. Next, you have the Nine of Diamonds, which is the card of newness, I would say. It's a card of new things entering into your life, new opportunities. Nines are cards of opportunity, chances to do things. So I would say you have a lot of chances this month to get a lot done. Having said that, it is a card of needing to take more action, like needing to do stuff and needing to make stuff happen. So I would say definitely take lots of action, do stuff, give yourself lots of chances and things like that to do things. You know, this is a card of, you know, if you want love, it's not a card of going on one date. It's a card of going on like a bunch of dates to really, truly find what you truly want. Again, you can't just do one thing with this card. You have to do a bunch, but it's a really good card. It's also a card of more money coming in, so I like to see that. Next, you have the Nine of Spades. just stay open this month. This can be a card of disappointment. I would say also don't let disappointments affect you. Again, I think this card here is a card that it's a very successful card, but again, you have to give yourself a bunch of chances. So it does say that, like, maybe you're trying to get your business going or something like that, and maybe you're trying a new marketing technique or something, and it does say that you can't just try one marketing technique. You're gonna have to try like 10. And sometimes this card comes up and it says, maybe you try the first one, it doesn't work, and you get disappointed and then you quit. So don't quit, keep going, and keep giving yourself chances on all things that you're working on this month. I would say that's the main message for you for this month of August. And finally, you have the Four of Hearts. Great card of commitment and love, more of a commitment, a deeper commitment, more love coming to you, happier love, and also just a card of happiness as well. So, for some of you, it might have nothing to do with love. It could just be you kind of getting into a flow and being really happy this month. So I like to see that for you as well. But thank you for watching. Again, if you want the extended readings, you can get those right here. And have a great month.